Well, welcome back to the channel. Max and I have managed to get out. It's a Sunday afternoon. We've been waiting for a break in the weather, but it doesn't really seem to have come. It's just been constant rain here for the last few weeks or so, it seems. But we've got a little bit of a break this afternoon. As you can probably see on the camera lens, there's a little bit of rain coming down, but nothing that's going to stop us getting out for a couple of hours. So today we've got a 30-ish mile route planned. We're starting from one of our other favourite start positions, which is a place called Fox Hill, and it's just outside Swindon near a village called Wanborough. And from there we're going to head to Lambourn, and we're going to be exploring new lanes today. So you join us. We're on the Baden Road from Fox Hill. We've just got a couple of miles to do before we take our first, or pick up our first trail, which is at an area called Rusty Park. So we're just making a slight climb uphill here now. We've got the village of Aldbourne over on the right hand side, which some of you may have seen in our previous videos. So we've just turned off of the Wanborough to Baden Road, and that little sort of village over there on the left hand side is called Rusty Park, and there's a number of sort of footpaths and byways and bridle paths on the left here that take us back to the Ridgeway, but of course this time of year you're not able to ride on the Ridgeway, so basically this little track enables us to skirt around the area that we can't ride on to get to the first byway, which is going to take us towards Lambourn. So on our first lane now, this lane basically takes us out towards Lambourn, and it's been quite heavily used actually, this lane, and as you can see there's quite a lot of ruts and a bit of standing water around, but let's see how we get on.
The 60. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Issue is, some of these puddles, you don't know how deep they are.
First lane completed. It got us fairly well warmed up, I have to say. It's tough conditions out here today, so this byway sort of takes us up more towards Lambourn, where you'll see on the map that we're showing on the screen. The conditions today, as you can see, pretty tough.
Yeah, this particular byway's got a bit of a hill climb, and if there's anything I can remember, it's quite rutted at the best of times. So we'll see how we get on.
Here comes Max, just climbing out of the valley that we're in. What's it like there, Max?
Not too bad. A lot easier than it was down at the bottom of the valley.
Yeah. Cool. Hey! So this area is pretty much crisscrossed with byways, as you can see. I mean, really, you take your choice here. You can go off in any direction, but for the route that Max and I are doing today, we're going to continue straight here, and this actually drops us down into Lambourn. But rather than go into Lambourn, we're going to pick up some new byways and go around the sort of the perimeter of it. Really, you'll see on the map the route we've plotted. Although it's a Sunday today, it's very quiet out on the lanes. Haven't seen anybody yet. Probably guessing the weather is keeping a lot of people at home.
Yeah, although the weather has eased now, so it's not too bad, and it's relatively mild today as well, which is surprising. It's been so cold recently, but today's been quite nice.
Cool. This is quite steep.
Yeah, this is a steep one, and it's chalky.
So for our viewers, we've never been down this one before, and as you can see, well, you probably can't see it actually on the on the video because it flattens it, but it's incredibly steep and it's made of chalk.
Yeah, a bit of a back brake special, this one. It's nice to explore some different lanes. I mean, there's still so many lanes we haven't done. But just being able to come in an area that you're so familiar with and still find new places to go. Yeah, I'm so lucky with what Wiltshire and the surrounding counties have to offer in terms of byways and unclassified roads.
Yeah, exactly, Max. It always amazes me when we look at the map and we plan these routes, just what is on our doorstep here.
Few cows.
Yeah.
Cart, I should say.
Little baby ones.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, tiny.
Oh, we're being chased by the calves. This looks like it could be interesting getting up here. So we're now we're back on the B400, which we touched on earlier on today. Over on the right hand side there is Wanborough, so as you can see we've got a little bit closer, and our next byway is just coming up on the left hand side. So those that have been following us since our first trail ride at the end of last year, so 2025, we started around June, July, and started recording around, I think it was October, November time. But we've changed our equipment. We had an old GoPro camera, which I think it got to the end of its life really. It was not lasting long and kept switching off. But we moved over to the DJI range, and I have to say it all just works. So you know, you switch the camera on, it works, you get all day battery life. We've got a couple of different microphones, you switch those on and it all connects up really easily, really nicely. So at the moment DJI is one of those things that we have got on really well with our trail riding, and in the near future we'll be telling you about an adventure that we've actually now got planned and booked in at the end of May, and we do plan to take all of our equipment with us and try and vlog it as we're going along, and that'll be down to the main man editor who's behind me.
Yeah, gonna have my work cut out for me. It's we're learning as we go, but yeah, like my dad said, we've got some really exciting stuff in the pipeline, and we're just looking forward to some warmer weather and some less rain.
So don't think we've ridden this lane before. It's just coming off of the Baden Road and dropping down towards Eastbury. You might just be able to see that on the map that we're sharing. Whoa, but yeah, still catching me out, still very slippery. It is so muddy out, isn't it? We weren't kidding.
No. Great fun though. You just sink in. Oh,
yeah.
straight on, I presume.
Whoa, yeah, let me just have a quick check. Yeah, down to the road and then we're going to turn right.
I can see the byway sign. Yeah, if we can stop anywhere. My trousers have split, creating a bit of a windbreak, so we need to jettison these.
So Max is having to strip off mid-ride because his waterproof trousers have decided to split open. Mind you, it's about time he got those trousers dirty underneath. Now heading to our next lane. We've just climbed out of the lovely little village of Eastbury. It's just outside Lambourn.
It looks like it's got a bit of a junction of byways here. So we've got a restricted byway to the right, and then and normal road to the left, so it looks like we're going left here.
And it is indeed going left, yep. It's nice out here, isn't it?
It's lovely out here, yeah.
So as we're on a straightforward byway at the moment, it might be a good point to tell you about some news we've got coming up. So the first thing to say is that we've planned a large European tour. We think it's going to do about 2,000 miles. We're going to be leaving towards the end of May and going through France, Germany, Switzerland, into Austria, doing a few of the Alpine passes there before we then route back towards Calais. And it's been about 5 or 6 weeks in the planning, and we've managed to find a number of moto-friendly hotels. We've used a website called Moho, plus some research that we've done, trying to find bed and breakfasts. And now we're heading back into Lambourn, where we're going to visit a cafe we've been to before and see if we can get a little bit of refreshments before we continue on with our ride. In fact, we're going to go over here. I know the byway continues. I think that's one of the good things about trail riding. We spent some time, finding these routes on the OS Maps app. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, we've done a how-to video on how we use OS Maps. And that's exactly what we've done for today's ride. So Max and I just spent some time, we sat down. We knew we didn't want to go too far in terms of distance away from home today. So what we tried to do was find lanes that we haven't been on before. And you'll see on the map that's on screen that we've done quite a bit of sort of zigzagging around today. But I think that's the fun of it. You don't have to go a large distance as the crow flies. In order to do a lot of trail riding.
Oh, hang on, we've got a bit of a... Right, are you chancing it and going through that, or are you going to go to the left?
Well, I'm right behind you, so I ain't got much choice here.
I'm going to try and get to the left here.
The only thing is, if you go to the left, if you stop and put your right foot down,
that's it. You got it.
That is it.
Right, I might go for it.
Actually, you look fine. It's not actually that deep.
No, it's not actually too bad. Fine.
Yeah, I'm going to put it behind you.
This is probably the most slippery trail of the day, I think.